Okay, time for an update. I'm sick of these microphone problems. Every time I record, the audio is just scuffed. I need a new microphone, but I've tested it now and it should be okay now. So excuse the previous clips if it's bad voiceover because I don't remember exactly what I talked about. But update time. Rank 2 attacker this week, rank 1 robber, and Platypus is rank 1 defender. I got some reports to show you, so we'll start with those. So last week we saw this one here. Bam, killed those 30k steppy riders. Where did we finish? We got 428 million in robbers and we got 368,000 in attackers. So the reports that followed that were this one. So we did that and cleared that one, and that took us back to rank 1 attacker last week because somebody did actually get ahead of us, and yeah, we had to take him back over. Okay, then the attacks that hit us were these ones here. Don't know what the hell this is, but we'll take it, I guess. And then this one here as well. So yeah, very strange attacks, suicidal attacks, I guess. Need someone to just crash on. But yeah, that's where Platypus's defense has come from. So, and then today, a few hours ago, almost 2 hours ago, we got 17k more steppy rider off this guy. And yes, I have some special reports to show you now. So, I just zero popped a capital, and guess whose capital it was? Tortilla.puns. Goodbye, capital. So, yeah, let's go on. We smashed it. Let's open up all these and view them together, because I have not opened all these yet. I've only opened the first one and the last one. Okay, let's go through them. So, that was the clean. Random targeted. Should have targeted the command center so we didn't take any losses down the road, but it's fine, it's all good. 1.3 mil raid. Bye bye capital. So he didn't have a command center, he had a palace, and we got that on wave 2, which is pretty awesome. Market crop, town hall, great warehouse, barracks crop, workshop main building, Tournament Square cropland, trade office cropland, great granary cropland, cropland stable, great warehouse cropland, cropland, grade mill, hero mansion, treasury academy, great granary cropland, cropland, great granary, stonemason's lodge, and the village has been completely destroyed. Lovely seeing that. Capital gone. That's his farmer. His new capital is obviously the top population village it changes to. So yeah, that was 002 something or other. And I have the link to his village here. Yes, here. And that's where it was. It's gone. And you can even see here, 943 to 0 population. Bye bye. So that's a good hit. Capital destroyed. No stability used because he was offline. So that is beautiful. And we'll have to go again on Teos next, I guess. And zero pop his capital tomorrow. Get rid of that one. And our two biggest rivals from that ally are gone. They're not fighting back, so we just decided to slaughter his capital. Not much else to do. We hit them so many times, we gave them so many chances to retaliate, because we wanted Platypus to get the defense points, but they wouldn't attack us back, so zero pop the capital and goodbye Tortilla. Maybe he has another hammer somewhere, but lost your capital. And he had a hammer in the capital. It was at least 60k Bowman, I guess. So goodbye. that is the update. Anything else comes through, I shall let you know. Platypus has an attack. It really should be landing like any time now. I don't know how big it's going to be. Somebody suicided on him earlier today, which I don't understand what the hell this was. It was just like another Egyptian. Just sent attacks from every single one of his villages. Like, what the hell is that? It looks like defense point farming, but yeah, we definitely don't know this bloke. And he's got one more from the same guy, but it's catapult speed. That's why it's a lot slower. So, well, if that's any interesting, I will record that for you. But other than that, I will show you the victory points, and then that's the update done. There's the victory points. We've gone down a little bit because we've had a couple of areas contested. But yeah, it's pretty much impossible for them to actually win now. There's like 23 days left or whatever. And yes, this one has actual up-to-date audio, so that's a good start. And it pisses me off like a lot because it's been such a good server for me, and like 80% of these recordings just have either no audio or it's like fuzzy. It's like so much noise and background noise in the middle of it. It's horrible. So I'm gonna have to try and record over them. See how we go. Okay, it is time for another update. You can see the defenders and the robbers of the week already here. Let me move OBS off the screen and rank 1 attacker. So I guess this is like 500,000 more points than when I recorded earlier. And I have some nice reports to show you. So I'll just let you look at the top 10 for a second. It shows the end date of the server, which we've probably got about another 2 full weeks, I guess, in it. So 1 full week there, yeah, 2 more full weeks, and the server will end on the 19th, which is a Thursday. So Wednesday for European time, I guess. But yeah, #1 robber, we're quite a way ahead, but a lot closer than last time actually. So rank 1 robber, a lot closer than the previous weeks, like real close. I guess this dude was number 2 last week, was he? No, number 3. So he's made a massive improvement from last week. Even we're higher than last week, 460, and what were we last week, about 430? Yeah, 428. Okay, so let's show the troop count before we show the reports, eh? Yeah, I think that's good. Let me just check this crop. Yeah, we'll get rid of a few crop here first. Okay, troop count. Bang. Still got a giant hammer. So probably the most noticeable difference is the thunders you can see. We were pretty close to 200,000 before. So that's been the main thing that's decreased. And yes, spamming swordsman here now to merge. Since we have a lot of resources, we have queues in here of 8 hours. This one's 13, 15 hours, and here we also have 5 hours and 12 hours. So yeah, obviously they're quite massive, and we still have leftover resources. So we're using the leftover resources to merge. So we're mainly doing swordsmen because they are cheaper to actually merge. Hadrians do cost a bit to merge, and yeah, we're only doing 2 villages really of Hadrians, and the rest of them are swords. Not on trainer, by the way. They're just off the base. The village's base resources. God, I can't speak properly lately. Yeah. almost 300,000. When we merge tomorrow, we'll be over 300,000, obviously. And yeah, the Hadrian looking pretty awesome. About 136,000 of those when we merge, so quite a giant hammer. Okay, let's get to reports. Enough rambling on. Just check these to make sure they haven't been spiked. Okay. Yes, this one looks like it's been chiefed, so we'll remove that one. Is that all us? No, that can't be all us. They're too close together. Okay, let's get that out the way. I hate when people do that, by the way. I really, really hate it. It's bloody frustrating. Okay. The archive. The last reports I showed you were, I guess, the 26th? Yeah, it'd have to be the 26th. Yeah, it was the Tortilla destruction. I'm sure of it. Yeah, definitely. So we've seen those ones. So we'll start here and we'll just go one at a time. So bang, we caught that hammer at home, and whatever this was doing in there as well. I don't know whose this was. I have no idea, but pretty funny to catch that along with that. The TKs were out, unfortunately, but yeah. Rams with Thunders, I know it looks pretty stupid, but it reduced the losses by about half. Okay, next one. Our Alliance member, he's gone, blue dot. So I just clean him. Nothing too special there. Okay, more interesting part now. So these two are on the same village, you can see. One's a loss attack. So when I scouted it, there was probably about 10k clubs and 2k TKs in it. So I just sent these guys to kind of clean that, and then I got there and there was this there, so I was like, what the hell? A little bit annoying to lose so many, because if I'd known there would be this many, I would have sent a lot more, and we would have lost not nearly as much. So I went back with some more and cleaned the rest of it up. Took quite a bit of losses there, so we did actually lose about 41,000 Thunders on there, but worth it. Thunders, that's what they're meant for, killing that offense, not just raiding. And yeah, probably should have sent Rams with them as well, because he was probably offline for a long time and I was fairly close. It was only about 19 minutes away with Thunders, so I'd say it would have been about an hour and 20 with Rams. We can actually check that. So with Rams, yeah, about an hour and a half. Maybe with Archon boots, about an hour and 25. And let's get some Thunders on train here. Bit neglected today. It's weekend and I didn't play so much. Okay, where were we? Okay, some more. Let's do these two. So we got this defense here. We chief this village. Nothing too special. Just some more defense score. That was the capital. We ended up going back and finishing all the croplands off it and making it pretty useless. Next one here. So what I did with this one, it was pretty funny. I put 10 waves in front that were fakes, with just Rams and 19 swordsmen, and this is what they just used to snipe it, because I knew they would just snipe, so I got all their snipers. It was pretty funny. And then they called for standing defense on that village, so I went back and just slaughtered it, because I was like, yeah, I want off points. So I just went back and slaughtered it all. I thought that was pretty funny. And we did actually destroy all the croplands when we went back as well. So he's now since been kicked from that ally. or left it, one of the two, but yeah, his capital got pretty much minced and he is our farm. So yeah, he was in UC. Next ones, I think that's all the big ones really. We went back for this guy, got a few siege there, got a few scouts there, and then this one we got quite a few bit of siege here. I sent Rams with that as well because Roman walls are brutal, especially if they're level 20, which this one was. So we just went and slaughtered it with Rams and Thunders from our bad farming village, so the losses are acceptable. And we slaughtered a bunch of siege, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that's all the reports and the update. Top 10 again. And yeah, massive week for attack points. Overall, 2.5 million now. Gonna easily get over 3 million. It's gonna be pretty good. Like 4 million would be awesome, but I don't know if we got that in us. Especially because I want to kind of keep #1 raider as well for the entire server. Like, we completely blew off the first week, and then the second week we got #3, and then every week after it's #1, so I kind of want to get #1 for the rest of the server. So this guy might be some competition next week though, it looks like. Although we've been staying steady ahead of him at the moment. There was one day where he caught up a fair bit, but in the past 2-3 days he hasn't gained on us at all, so yeah. An update to the farm list will fix that, I guess. And I'll show you the victory points. We're now behind Exodus because every single alliance is working against us, but really they can't catch us. It's pretty much impossible now. We've so few days left on the server, they need a gigantic amount of victory points lead on us to actually beat us. And that's for the update. Stay tuned for next week. Already got some plans to catch some hammers. Already started planning the new week's attacks, so hopefully I can come through. I've been pretty awesome at catching the offense, I think, this server. It's definitely been a highlight, being able to catch so much offense at home. And just look at this archive list, it's pretty amazing. On the last day server, I'm going to go through, clean all this up, get all the junk reports out like this. Like, why is that even in archive? And yeah, I'll clean that up, and then on the last day we'll go back through it and have a look at what we achieved for the server. So it's going to be pretty good, I think. Yeah, and that's the update, and I'll leave you with that, I think. See you in the next clip.